You're welcome. So here, this triangle here, as I say, this is in triangle number 1. We have an isosceles triangle. So up the angle above is 42. So the angles of the base will be 69. Now, look at x here. This x, this is the arc x here. What is the measure of angle of the arc x?
Is it half times, no, 42 equal half times x?
42. No, here you can use x as. Now, since for the angle of 42 is a point that is outside the circle, so the measure of the 42 will be half the major arc minus the minor arc. So where's the major here? The major will be y plus z. Minus the minor arc, which is x. So the 42 will be half y plus z minus x. So if you multiply the both sides by 2, so 84 will be y plus z minus x. This equation here, I have it. That is y plus z minus x is 42.
Titi, why you make it y plus z?
Did you remember here if you have like a circle, if you have an angle outside the circle like this, and if you want to find the measure of it, this one, should we say that this is the big one, the big arc, minus the small one? Is it right?
Yeah.
Or type, where's the big one here? Is it? It is.
Oh, it's y and z.
Y and z. So y and z minus x.
Oh, okay, teacher.
So I have now this equation here. Now, let's now solve x. Now in x here, look at angle, look at arc x. Did you remember when we say that if we have a circle and there's a chord and there's a tangent line, sorry, the tangent line will be here. So the measure of this arc will be what? What is the relation between the intercepted arc and this angle here?
It's twice 90.
Exactly. So this is x here. So x will be, or in other words, we say that the measure of this angle, which is 69, will be half the inscribed angle, with the inscribed arc, which is arc x. So that's mean x will be twice of 69, which is 138. So x here is 138. Is it clear?
Teacher, how did you know that you make it as like a tangent and a chord?
Here, look at arc x here. Let's wait, please, here. Look at arc x. This is arc x. This one, that's that's here. Now, here you have a chord. And here you have a tangent line. Okay, it's touched the circle.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, so because of that, this 69 will be half the arc. So x will be 138.
Yes, teacher, thank you.
Yeah. Now, then here now I need to find now y and z. So I have x, that is 138. So let's clear here and write it as 138. Now look at y and z. In y and z here, if these two sides, I'm sorry, if these two sides are equal, so that means this angle will be equal to this angle. And if these two sides are equal, so that means also these two angles are equal. Now then, what is the relation here between y and z?
They're supposed to be the same.
Yeah, they're equal.
Congruent.
Why they are equal?
Because we just proved that triangles are congruent. So that means the corresponding parts also need to be congruent.
By side angle side theorem.
How did you prove that these two sides are congruent? I'm talking about triangle 1 and triangle 2. So how they are congruent?
Teacher, I don't think that they are congruent because like each one have a different number, you know.
Wait a minute, let's see. Who said, for whom said that they are congruent? How did you say that they are congruent? How did you know? Yes, sir, and Rahat.
Because we
It's
proved
it
the
is
side at the bottom to be congruent.
How?
Didn't we prove it?
How did you prove that they are congruent?
It's because we said that they need to be y and z need to be equal because the big triangle is an isosceles.
So here we
Teacher,
assume
with
that.
congruent chords,
Wait, Ruth.
with congruent.
Like y and z aren't they supposed to be congruent because the big triangle itself is an isosceles, so the two base angles need to be the same.
It's given that the two base angles are the same.
No.
But that means since it's a triangle, if it is like if we know one of the angles, we can subtract it and then from 180 and then divide it by 2 to get y and z since they are the same.
Yes. This is there for the isosceles. Yeah. So here now, look at these two triangles here. Now this arc, this angle, oh, these two, I mean, like, let's color them here, sorry. If you want now to find the measure of these two angles, you have to say it is the big one minus the small one divided by 2. Or in other words, you can say that since this triangle is parallel, it has an opposite side of this chord and this arc. So, and since this chord here, oh, they are, the three of them are equal. So, the measure of this angle will be half the greater one minus the small one. And the measure of this angle 2 here, it will be the measure of the greater one minus the smaller one.
Your voice is a bit unclear. I don't know if it's only for me.
Okay, I will repeat. This is for this angle here. Okay, for this one here. How did you find its measure? You have to say it is half the bigger one minus the smaller one. And the measure of this angle here will be the greater one minus the smaller one divided by 2. And if you suppose that this triangle in a triangle 2 its angles, oh, I mean, like, if suppose that the big triangle are isosceles triangle, if we suppose that these in 2, or the measure of this one here equal the measure of this side here, and these two one are equal, so we can assume that the big triangle are an isosceles, or as an isosceles triangle. Since it is an isosceles, so you can say that if this is here 42, so this will be 69, and this will be 69. So that's mean here is 69, and here is 69. And if this is 69, so what's the measure of this arc will be?
It will be 69. Oh, no, it will be 69 equal half times z minus y plus x.
Yes, or we can say not like this, without the arcs. Let's go back to the triangles. If we assume that this triangle here, if this is 69, so the measure of these two angles here, since they are equal, will be 180 minus 69 divided by 2. Which is 55.5 and 55.5. I mean these two here. I mean that if this is 69, this will be 55.5, and this is 55.5. And then let's come back. Now, if this is here, in this angle here, okay, this angle here, we have this circle now. If this angle here is 55.5, so what is the measure of this arc will be?
111.
I mean this one here, okay? This arc here. Where is its arc? It was, yes, as we said, in x. So the measure of z, or measure of y, will be 110, which is 2 times 55.5. Is it clear?
Yes.
Can you repeat this one, please?
Okay. Did you understand from where I bring the 55.5?
Yeah.
Fine. Then here you have a circle. And for this circle here, you have a chord and you have a tangent line. And here you have an angle which is 55.5. Now, if this is 55.5, what is the measure of this arc?
It will be 55 equal half times this major arc.
55.5 half times this arc, the pink arc.
So it's 111.
So the pink arc will be 2 times 55.5, which is 111.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then now since y is 111, so let's come back to our equation here. $84 is y plus 111 minus 138. So 84 minus 111 plus 138 will be y. So let's find them here as 84 minus 111 plus 138. So y will be 111.
Yeah, they will be also the same.
Yes, but here just to prove them, they are the same.
Yeah.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yes, teacher, it
Yeah.
is. Thank you.
Now let's solve this one here.
Teacher, are you going to bring like this question,
I don't
like
know.
these styles of questions, or like what?
Maybe. Why not?
Okay.
Did you see the slides? Because I made something wrong here.
Yeah, teacher, I can.
Now, you told me that your screen sharing is paused. Did you see it now?
Yeah, we can see
Yeah, I
it.
can see it.
Okay. Now here, this question here, it is number. It's number 9. 9. Here, you want to find, here you find x and y. Now, from here, now angle 34, it is an inscribed angle. It is inside a circle. So if this is 34, what is the measure of this arc will be?
34 equal half times this arc.
So yeah, so this arc will be twice 34, which is 68. So the measure of, let's name it with AB, the measure of the arc AB will be twice the measure of the angle 34. So measure of arc AB will be 68.
Teacher,
Yes.
what is y? Y the arc or the angle?
Why here? I think it is the angle.
Yeah, angle. I thought so. I was
Because
also
if
going
it's
to
written outside, could you tell me it is the arc?
Oh, so the measurement of y will be half 68?
Why did you say it is half?
Oh, yeah, no, it isn't. Yeah, I'm sorry, never mind.
No. But now let's continue here. Now let's find that this is 18 here. What is the measure of this arc? Let's color it with the brown.
Double
Yes, double it.
18.
So the measure of CD will be twice 18, which is 36. Now, what is the measure of X? Measure of the angle X here will be. If we know the minor and the big and the small arc, what's the
It's
measure of
equal
angle?
half
Minus 36 divided by 2.
68 minus 36. Bravo. Divide by 2.
Yeah.
2. 6 minus 8 minus 6 is 2. 32. Half of it. So the measure of angle X will be 16 degree. Now let's find y.
We can find it by
Teacher?
saying that y,
Yes, continue, Susan.
that y is half 68 plus 36.
68 plus 36.
Because we know the arcs, so we can now find the angle, or no? It's inside the circle. But it's not, I don't think it's on the center.
Yes, it's not on the center.
So is it supposed to be half the two arcs that like they're inscribed? So
But
it's 68 and
teacher,
36.
What is your answer? What is your final answer if you suppose that is it's 68 plus 36 over 2?
I forgot my answer for this one. Wait, I will just do it quick on my calculator.
Wait, I will do it now. 68 plus 36. I want to see if I get the same answer or not.
52?
Yes, this is true. But I will solve it with another way.
Okay.
Now here. Here now we have. Wait, sorry. If this is 34 and this is 18, what is the measure of this angle will be?
It's
it
supposed to
will be
complete to
34 plus
118.
18
34.
plus x equal 180.
So 128 will be. So the measure of angle y.
It's going to be what completes it to 180.
Yes. So the measure of angle y will be supplementary to the 128. So 180 minus 128 will be 52 degree. This is a way how to find measure of angle y, or as Susan said.
Teacher?
Yes, Rose.
Teacher, can't we say that measurement y equal half times 68? Because it's between these two chords.
It's not this one here, Alika, it's not an central angle, and it's not an inscribed angle. If it's inscribed, you will say it's half the arc. If it is central, you will say it is the same as the arc, but it's not either inscribed or central. So you have to use another way.
Teacher, how Susan solve it?
Yeah, what is Susan's way?
Susan said that it is the measure of this arc. I said that I want to ask some because it is a new way. But when I try finding this, I find that their solution is correct. So Susan, tell him, how did you find by 68 plus 36 divided by 2?
This angle right here, it's not inscribed inside the circle, neither is it a central angle. It is just a random angle inside the circle, and we said that to find the measurement of such an angle, we say that it is half the measurement of the two inscribed arcs. And the two inscribed arcs for y here is 68 and 36. So it's going to be half 68 plus 36. That is the theorem we took in the, I think the fourth lesson, was it?
So it will be half what?
Half the two arcs, so 68 plus 36.
Yeah, it is in lesson 4.
Oh yeah, we took this rule.
I'm sorry. So did you understand it now?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Let's now continue here. Now this one. Here now you have to find x. This is number 12.
Teacher, here the X is the line. Yeah, the short line.
No, it is the long line. The short line have 8 and 10.
X is here. This is X.
It's the part that is shorter than the 10.
Oh yeah, the short line
This
which
is
is
X.
with
Because
the
this is
long
8
line.
and this is 10. And as you see, since this diameter here, okay, it's a diameter, but it's not a bisector on the chord, so it's not a perpendicular on it. So we cannot
So-
say that this diameter here is perpendicular in the chord of 8 and 10.
Yeah.
So 80 should equal to x multiplied by 24 minus x.
Yes, exactly. How do you solve it now, Haneen? Yeah, repeat it for us. Here we have, here,
Because we have
this
a
is
diameter
12.
in the
So the
chord.
diameter will be 24.
Yeah.
Yes, then
And 8 multiplied by 10 should equal to that line multiply the line of x multiplied by the radius, which is 12. But we have x as a part of the radius, so we're going to say the diameter minus x to find x.
now, all of us remember that if you have two chords that they are intercepted inside a circle, and here you have A, B, C, and D, we say that A times B will be equal to C and D, or C times D. Here we have the same. If we have now these two chords here, and they are intercepted inside a circle, so 8 times 10 will be, this is 8 times 10 will be x times this side here, from this point up to this point. Now, since the diameter is 24 minus x, so this the measure of this part here,
Teacher?
will be 24 minus x. Yes, Habiba.
Teacher, from where did you bring the 24?
From here, they told you that the radius is 12. So if the radius is 12, diameter will be twice the radius, which is 24.
So, teacher, why do you have to multiply it with x?
From this theorem here, they are intercepted inside a circle. So A times B will be C times D. So here, for this circle here, they are intercepted in a circle. So 8 times 10 will be the length of this side times the length of this side. Now, what is the length of the small one? X. And what is the length of this side here, or this part here? What is the length
Since
of
the
it?
whole
We know that the
24,
diameter is 24. The whole diameter is 24, and this part is x. So what is the length of this part here? It will be 24 minus x. Is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah.
Then after
Yeah.
that, after you solve it, you get that x is 4. Okay, here you solve it as a quadratic equation with x 24x minus x squared will be 80. Then you solve it by the quadratic equation to get that x is 4. Now, because I have to continue. Now let's solve this one here. Here we have z and 12, 4 and 8. And I want to find z. As you see, these two cards are, these two sequences are intercept outside the circle. So what we have to say, z plus 12 times z equals 4 plus 8 times 4. Did you remember the theorem?
Yeah.
and it's on 4.
Yeah.
Then,
Yes.
so here z squared plus 12z will be 4 times 8, which is 12 times 4, 48. So I have it as z squared plus 12z minus 48 equals 0. Now here, as you see, you cannot find two numbers that if you multiply them, you get 48, and if you add them, you get positive 12. So what you have to do, by the calculator or by the discriminant or the equation formula or by calculator, choose mode number 5, use the equation, write the equation, you will find that we have two answers. One of them, A or x1 is 3.21, and the other one, x is negative 3.21. And since it is a length, so we must use a positive one. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
So now let's come here. And in this one here, inshallah, I have only 1 minute. Here we have a quadrilateral inside a circle. This is 80x